Let's make a truly Malaysian favorite dish that is spicy, flavorful, finger-licking good. Kam Heong Prawns. The ingredients you'll need are some fresh prawns, cornstarch, curry powder, sugar, dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, dried shrimps that have been washed and rehydrated. As for the aromatics, you'll need some bird-eye chillies, red onions, garlic, and some curry leaves. First things first, we're going to rinse the dried shrimps in water to remove any impurities and then drain. Once the water runs a little clear, soak them in some hot water for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you'll see that the dried shrimps are a little more plump and softer. Drain the water and place them in a pestle and mortar or a food processor if you prefer, and pound or grind, whichever method you're using, to a coarse texture like so. Now set the dried shrimps aside and we'll get on with preparing the prawns. Now this step is optional, but I like to fry the prawns first just to make it a little bit more crispy-ish. So I just coat the prawns with a few teaspoons of cornstarch and a few dashes of white pepper, and I'm gonna just leave it to marinate for a bit. In a large wok, heat some oil, and once the oil is nice and hot, gently place the prawns in. Prawns actually cook really fast, so 30 seconds each side will do, as we will further cook them in the sauce later. Once they look golden brown and nice, gently remove them from the oil, set aside, and fry up the next batch of prawns. Now that all the prawns are nicely fried, I'm going to put them aside and remove the excess oil from the wok. Leave about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to fry up the garlic, curry leaves, onions, and chili padi. Once the aromatics are nicely cooked through and your kitchen smells divine, it's time to add in the curry powder. You want to make sure to cook the curry and the spices through to let the oil separate, or as we call it in Malaysia, pecah minyak, because you don't want to taste raw curry powder in your food later. At this point, I like to add a little bit of water to create some gravy. Now I'm going to add the salty dried shrimps into the gravy. Once the dried shrimps and the aromatics and spices have cooked nicely, it's time to add in the oyster sauce. Mix everything through and then add the dark soy sauce. The dark soy sauce is not for flavor, it's more to bring a nice dark color to the dish. And that's the reason why I like to add it at the end. Now is a good time to taste test and check if the salt is enough before adding in the sugar. As you can see, the sauce looks really good and it also tastes yummy. It's time to throw in the fried prawns. As soon as the prawns go in, you just want to nicely coat the prawns with the gravy, about a minute max, and that's it. It's all done, turn off the heat and serve. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!